Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith, and his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Please join us as we recognize all of our survivors as they keep the faith through their journeys with a brain tumor. Amanda Prouty, Blake Bromlett, Cynthia Koger, Brandy Womack, Tom Sadowski, Mitch Smith, and Courtney Remus. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. New this year, the legacy of Love Nomination is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We now like to share their story. Gail Timon, nominated by Rebecca Rist. My dad was diagnosed with glioblastoma in March of 2017. It was a busy time for all of us. I was about to graduate medical school and start residency. My dad had started a new job several months prior, and we were all planning my upcoming wedding in June of that same year. To hear the diagnosis was devastating, as I was no stranger to GBM and the aggressive nature of the disease. My mom quickly became the ultimate note-taker and medical interpreter, nurse, and caregiver. My dad went from a healthy 63-year-old with no medications who exercised regularly to taking multiple drugs for chemo, nausea, seizures. It was a lot to keep track of, but my mom never slowed down, and my dad never missed a dose of anything. As his disease progressed, she continued to add more hats to her resume, becoming his personal chauffeur, physical therapist, medical assistant, and more. She continued to work full-time, and I'll never fully understand how she did it all. Full-time wife, caregiver, mom, and career woman. Every sacrifice she made was for my dad to have the highest quality of life possible. He was able to stay home, only 2 hospital stays immediately following the surgery, both just 2 nights each. Without her dedication, he might have had a lot more time in the hospital or even in a care facility for rehab or nursing care. It was his wish to be at home, and she made that wish come true. He ultimately passed away peacefully at home in March of 2019, with myself and my mom at his side. In August of 2019, on my dad's would-be 65th birthday, my mom organized a team of family and friends to participate in the Kansas City Head for the Cure 5K. He was a runner most of his life, and it was a wonderful way to honor his memory. While that event ultimately was rained out, we still had our tribe together to reminisce and support each other. Tina Weaver Shoup, nominated by Jamie McDonald. Tina is one of the strongest people I know. When her husband was diagnosed, she jumped in to being his caregiver. Mark fought hard. There were ups and downs. She led friends, coworkers, and family to walk with Mark that first year our team took part in the Head for the Cure 5K in mid-Missouri. Even when the darkest moment came and we lost Mark, she was a pillar for her family, church, and community. Everyone who saw her the next year after Mark passed was moved when she crossed the finish line, kissed her finishing medal, and whispered, "This is for you," while she looked up to the sky. Even though years have passed, her family spearheads the Mark Weaver Memorial Dice Run to raise money for Head for the Cure and others fighting brain disorders. Tina keeps Mark alive for those of us that knew him, and she allows his memory to move people that never knew him.